Hi guys, I'm just gonna post a video about I'm gonna separate it into segments. Like I'm gonna post a few model videos and I'm gonna post a few goth videos and then I'll post like a few videos regarding like my business as far as like my jewelry and clothing, and then I'll post videos about like different Q&A things or whatever you guys want me to post about. I haven't really been posting often lately. I've been just really getting prepared for the fashion show coming up in 2 weeks and getting all the final details for that. Also, I've been working on new projects after the fashion show. Like, I'm working on hair bows, I'm working on rings, I'm working on different designs. I'm working on incorporating more of my paintings, like my actual watercolor paintings, into my work. Because right now I'm using a lot of digital images that I bought from other artists, and that's cool. People love those, but I want my art to be more personal. Excuse me, I need water. I posted this blog about 2 years ago. It's just called Small Rant Model Issues. The only reason why I'm making a video about it today is because I still have to deal with some of these things, even though I don't shoot as much as often anymore, because I still get messages like this and I still get comments related to this sort of attitude. So I'm gonna just read the blog for you guys and just touch on a few things. Okay, so I posted this on my Facebook page, but I wanted to create this post to elaborate more on it into a positive mode. If having a model that wears all black, dark colors, heavy makeup, and/or false lashes suddenly hinders your ability as an artist, i.e., painter, drawing, sculpting, or photography work, then do me a favor and just use another model. What's the point of hiring a gothic or alternative model if you're not okay with their lifestyle choices? Yes, the way I dress is a part of who I am as a person. My hair, makeup, tattoos, style is not a costume, not for an event, a party, or anything else. What you see is what you get. If that seems to hinder your ability as an artist in any way, don't work with me. No, I'm not dyeing my hair to any natural colors anytime soon. No, I'm not covering my tattoos. No, I will not buy or wear icky, colorful, normal clothing. If I see fit for a look to wear a wig, then sure, but not because some a-hole told me I look prettier with longer hair. In rant, good morning to all. I don't really wear wigs anymore. They bug me. I wore them for a month or two when I first cut my hair, and it was really damaged from dyeing my hair black, and I just wore wigs because I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. I never tried it before, and it was fun. I liked it, but I got old real quick because the hair started to irritate my skin. It got dirty, and I started cleaning it, and I started buying new wigs, and it was just a terrible experience. And I would rather, if I'm gonna put that much effort into caring for some hair, I would just put that effort into my own natural hair. I'm not gonna be doing all that with a wig, and that just bugs me. Also, I've had a few experiences where I've had to wear wigs for a few jobs I had, and I'm never doing that again because I'm just not going to commit to the whole lifestyle of wearing a wig every day or wearing a wig for work or a shoot or something, because I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel pretty. I just don't like the way they look, and I don't like the way they feel on my skin, and it just bugs me. On this blog, I did post pictures of just showing the evolution of how things were when I first started modeling until just about now. So on it is a picture of just a headshot that Phil Kogan did of me for a 60s style shoot, and I'm wearing a lot of bright colors and makeup, and I have my hair and makeup professionally done. I'm wearing clothing and jewelry from different designers, so it's that's how people would prefer me to be, but that's not really who I am. I only posted this due to reactions and retorts from various people that I've worked with over the years. I've noticed that the more alternative I look, more reactions I receive. It seems that people in general were nicer to me and more understanding when I didn't look so outwardly different. Me, I can easily be changed or made to blend in simply by putting me in regular clothes. No colorful hair or fading colorful hair, no tattoos, no partially shaved head, no mohawk, or anything else. It seems that people outside of the scene don't really understand how I choose to portray myself outwardly is a reflection of my inner being fully. I used to think that it was because I was a teenager, but even now in my 20s, people still don't understand. So, like, I thought it was because, oh, I'm like a teenager, that's how people treat teenagers. But, like, I'm in my 20s and people still treat people like that. And it's from all walks of life, it's from all ages. It's from photographers, makeup artists, hairstylists, designers. It's like from people from all across the board. And it's like people on the streets. It's just society as a whole. But, like, in the modeling industry, these are where I've had these problems the most. And then I posted a picture of me with a faux hawk fading from red because I didn't know anything about shaving my hair back then, so I just used to pin it up and puff it up a little bit and spike it. And that's when I was wearing like all my own handmade clothes and everything for like my first official fashion shoot. This is who I am. This is a lifestyle choice. I choose to self-decorate in any and every way I can because I can. It's not for a party, event, day, special event, parade, night out to impress or piss off the masses. I am not a part of any religion or cult that makes me do these things. I have tattoos because it's my skin and I can do whatever I please with it. That doesn't mean that I don't like the way I look because I keep changing it or that I have deeply rooted insecurities or self-hate issues. A lot of people like have these wild accusations and misconceptions about alternative people, like, oh well, they keep changing their hair color because they didn't really have control in their life and their hair is the only thing they can control. And it's like, no, sometimes that is the case, but a lot of times, it's really not that deep. Like, I put dreads in my hair because I went to the beach yesterday and it's much easier to deal with my hair in this way, especially what the weather is now, than it is to deal with my natural hair. And I also need a break from just like doing my weekly routines of braiding it, twisting it, and everything to keep it from tangling and knotting up. So sometimes it really isn't that deep. I'm gonna be getting my hair white soon. I know I've been saying it for like the past year or so, but I was looking for like a hairstylist that could do it, and I don't really like hairstylists. That's nothing personal. That's just from my experience. I don't trust them to do my hair the way that I want it to be done. And then I found out about Olaplex, and I was trying to find a salon near me that does it. But then it's like I was worried that hair salons would charge me extra for having natural hair instead of perming my hair or getting a wave or whatever. So I'm still like, but luckily after digging through YouTube, I found a YouTuber who posted a link to where she got her Olaplex from on Amazon. So I'll be doing that soon. I don't know, maybe this month or next month. Who knows? Anyways, under this, I posted a picture of when my hair was red and I'm wearing a duct tape dress that I entered in for a scholarship. I choose to dye my hair every once in a while because I can, because it's available for me to do. It's a form of self-expression and another way for me to self-decorate. I'm well aware that I tend to wear lots of heavy dark makeup. That doesn't mean that I hate the way I look and that I'm attempting to trick people into thinking I'm pretty by really piling it on. Makeup is an accessory just like any other. I prefer to wear mine a little bit heavier and creative than most on the average everyday basis. It's a form of art and self-expression. Yes, I shave my eyebrows off and I continue to do so almost every day before applying makeup on. I simply want to control the shape, placement, and style of my eyebrows. On my Model Mayhem profile, I try to be clear and descriptive as possible without coming off as snotty, full of myself, or just downright rude. I try and be as careful as I possibly can on how I choose to communicate with people, especially on a professional basis. It's not always easy or always doable. And then I posted a picture of me with green hair. I understand people may not be interested in shooting alternative models or may not understand the scene or anything. I understand that where I am and what the market for people who looks like me looks like is slim to almost nothing. And I do, however, find creative and talented people to work with. When I do, I prefer to work with them first and foremost for any projects I may have in mind and be very direct in shooting or working with new people. I try and be direct as possible. I I try to just describe things as much as I possibly can. I try to I try to be as clear as I possibly can regarding shooting with people and the work that I do and everything. I try and be as clear as I possibly can because I do, despite my portfolio, despite my look, despite my various attempts at trying to outline things on my Model Mayhem profile and on my Facebook page, I still get messages asking me to do a commercial shoot. I still get comments asking me when I'm gonna grow my hair out, when I'm going to dye my hair, or if I'm gonna get my tattoos covered, or if I'm gonna get them removed, or like ridiculous things like that for shoots. And the crazy thing is that most times people ask me this, they're not even willing to pay me for it. They want me to do it TF, and it's not mutually beneficial. Like, I'm not interested in doing commercial or traditional fashion work. And you don't see anything like that in my portfolio, and I've been doing this for years, like, what makes you think that I would do that just because you asked? When I try and be as clear as possible about who I am and what I prefer to do. Yes, I would say that all the above is true about me and my appearance. I would also say that 90% of my wardrobe is all black and or dark colors. To me, that shouldn't be a problem if you agree to work with me, especially if you're the one who approached me and found me on my Model Mayhem account. Again, my Model Mayhem account is I try and be as descriptive as possible without coming across as snotty or unprofessional. And I posted a picture of me before I shaved my sides and my eyebrows and my hair was dyed black, and I'm wearing all black in this look. No, I would not change or alter myself for anyone or anything that makes me feel uncomfortable in any way. I refuse to work with anyone who attempts to destroy my creativity. I don't mind not taking work from a client if it means that I avoid feeling uncomfortable and end up undesirable outcome. Please use another model if it really bothers you that much and hinders your ability to create. Then I posted a picture of me when I had my purple and blue mohawk from my set on Zivity, which I don't really do Zivity sets anymore. On a positive note, I found some very talented and creative people to work with, more to come. I look forward to working with other creative and talented people who share similar visions. I am doing more of the work that I would like to do for magazine submissions and sets for Zivity, collaborating with a list of models, photographers, designers, and makeup artists for various projects. I'm much more interested in designing costumes, accessories, alternative Gothic creations, and all-around wearable art, which is partially why I started modeling in this field in the first place. So idiots are not going to stop my vision, and it's never too late to start living the life I want to live. I'm very grateful to all the wonderful, creative, and talented people that I've worked with over the years who have accepted me for who I truly am with no complaints about my look, lifestyle, or anything. Thank you all. So despite all the negative things that I have to deal with, especially being alternative, especially being freelance, I worked with a lot of great people over the years because I've been modeling for about 5 years at this point, and I don't shoot as much as I used to. One, because I moved from Maryland to Chicago, where I'm originally from, and two, because the market is different, my goals are different, my life is completely different, and I'm just not trying to be bothered with it that much anymore. Like, if it's not a mutually beneficial experience and it's not something that I'm fully going to enjoy, there's absolutely no point in me doing it. None. And because I'm not a full-time model anymore, I can make that decision. And I don't have to do shoots that I don't want to do for money just to barely scrape by. Because I have other jobs and I'm focused on my own business and I don't have to worry about dealing with all this crap anymore. So I can say that, if a project is not mutually beneficial to me, either you're not paying me or it's not something that I want to work on or would even benefit me and my brand and my career, it has nothing to do with me, which is like just an excuse for you to exploit models, there's no reason for me to go there with you. So, like, I don't know, don't be offended by it. It's just, that's just that. Like, there's no reason for me to work with someone if they don't appreciate who I truly am, if they're trying to change me into something I'm not, or, you know, I don't know what. Just to give you an idea of my current Model Mayhem profile, my main one, with my alternative fashion shoots on it, I'm just gonna go over it briefly. It just says about, in the About Me section, it says internationally published Gothic alternative model with over 5 years experience. I prefer to work with like-minded, creative, and talented people who are understanding, respectful of my lifestyle choices, and want to create art together. So that right there should give you an idea of what type of model I am and what I specialize in and who I prefer to work with to help prevent getting messages that are just out of this world. And then, because I know most people who contact me are interested in TF shoots, I posted a blurb about TF shoots and projects. Please read my full profile. Most questions can be answered here. And I posted a link to a blog post regarding TF shoots. I think it's just like why I don't shoot TF nudes, but that's another video entirely. I'm copying and pasting that into a different tab so I can go over it for you. I'm only shooting TF for either publications, concepts, or alternative fashion magazines in which you must be fully dedicated to contributing to the project, preferably photographers who are already published and familiar with the process. Collaborations with designers, this is number 2, and collaborations with designers, Goth alternative ads, magazines, catalogs, websites, runway and promotions, etc. So those are the only terms where I would agree to do TF because that's mutually beneficial for me. Those are projects that I'm interested in working on, and those are things that benefit me and my career and my brand in the long run. Those are things that I can use to market myself to other clients. Those are things that I could use to market myself to other people who I want to work with on other TF projects, and just to show my work and who I am and what I do. And then all the other reasons that I enjoy modeling. So other than that, there's no reason for me to shoot TF with you. Like, absolutely none. I don't need the experience. I've already been doing this for years. I don't need to do a TF shoot in order to update my portfolio because even though I change my look often, I post pretty regularly on social media my current looks and styles and whatnot. So it's not going to be a total shocker. And if you book me for a shoot and I don't have my current look in my portfolio, I will send you a picture of what I currently look like. So there isn't a real reason for me to go about that. I talk about my tattoos. I have 2 tattoos on my stomach, which you can see in any pictures I have. And just say, like, check back on my Facebook fan page for my current looks and changes. Because I'll post there more regularly than I do on Model Mayhem. And I posted, please note, I do not shoot erotics. Don't ask. And I put that in all caps because I used to get those requests a lot. And I still do, but they're not as often as I used to. Also list that I do not have a car, so I try and set up shoots that are convenient to travel to. I live near Chicago area, so I prefer to go to locations that I can get to by myself where I don't need a ride to, and that's pretty reasonable. And then I posted another blog post. It's in caps. It says, I do not shoot TF nudes. And then there's a whole blog post link right under it as to why I don't shoot TF nudes. So I don't fill up my whole Model Mayhem profile with a lot of stuff. Then travel. I'm willing to travel to your area provided that my expenses are paid. Reasonable. You know, if you live locally, I don't mind traveling to you because it's just a simple commute that I'm used to making almost every day. But if you live out of state, and you want me to come shoot with you, then you have to pay for my transportation and room and board, because there's no way I'm going to spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars to go and shoot with someone on a TF basis, because first of all, I don't even have that type of money just laying around. to begin with. And second of all, like, I need to get paid for my work and I need to get paid for those traveling expenses, because otherwise it's really just not worth it for me. And that's something that most models have. And then I just posted, when contacted me, I don't care if you write a paragraph or a novel, tell me everything about your project. And I list things that I want people to add when they contact me, like your name, the date of the location, the date that you're looking to shoot, location, and I list, what type of style I have. Like, I usually bring my own wardrobe and accessories. I have a very dark, grungy sort of style, so if you're looking for a specific type of look, then let me know in advance. And I post that because people don't read, people don't look through my portfolio, they don't really see what I'm about. They just say, oh, okay, she's cute, I'm gonna have her shoot. And they can be very vague, and I get there and they're like, ew, you brought all this goth stuff, or oh, you only have black, oh, you don't have anything in color. And I'm just like, well, I listed clearly on my profile all that. So that's why I put that there, because I've had problems with people in the past about it. Concept. Again, I'm very selective about shoots, so if you're looking for something specific, please let me know before time so there aren't any miscommunications. Because when people are vague and they just trying to shoot just to shoot, and they don't really have an idea, but then you get there and then next thing you know, you're being yelled at for being alternative, for being goth, or you're getting all these little rants and stuff, and it's just completely unworth it. I walked out of shoots a few times just because of those things, and they can be completely avoided just by reading my profile. It is simple and as clear as I possibly can get, or just simply asking me or communicating that ahead of time. What and where would the pictures be used for? This is so important. Like, it is the most important thing a model should ask before agreeing to work with someone. Because if you agree to work with someone on a TF basis and you're thinking about submitting to magazines, or you just want to have that for your portfolio, or you're working with a designer and such, like, that's what you agree to. But if you agree to do a TF shoot and you use the pictures for all those things, but then you see the photographer maybe weeks or months or years later and they sold those images as stock pictures, or to other third-party companies, or if they're selling those prints themselves and they're charging like hundreds of dollars for them, and you sign the model release, you will not get a single cent from it, not a single penny. Like, you are not entitled to anything once you sign a model release. And if you sign a model release agreeing to do a TF shoot, and with the agreement of you're shooting for your portfolio, but that person has something other in mind where they're just exploiting you, like, you want to know that ahead of time. So it's good to ask around and such. Also, let me know if the shoot is paid or TF. I have very limited TF shoots, and my rates are reasonable. And I post, like, what type of model I am. And I just list the type of things I do. Alternative, fashion, runway, promotional, figure, fine art model, beauty, and parts. I'll talk more about that later. I'm here to create visual art with like-minded people with similar goals in mind. If you would like to make art and create beautiful things with me, feel free to contact me. Thank you for actually taking time to read my profile and go through my portfolio before booking me for a shoot. A lot of mishaps can be avoided by researching the people you wish to work with. I really appreciate it. And, it goes on a little bit more. But, that's just an idea, like, why I have the rant and, why my profile is the way it is. Because I receive so many messages about things that have nothing to do with me, nothing to do with my brand. A lot of people just wanting to exploit me in various different ways. A lot of people trying to change me into something I'm not, and it's not even like a few bad eggs that ruin a bunch. It's like, that's the scene, that's how people are, and that's just how it is for the most part. So I posted that rant for a reason, and my profile is the way that it is for a reason, and I posted those links for a reason, and I'll make another video about it. But this video has gone on to almost 30 minutes. I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Bye. Okay.